Hello everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive. I'm here with a reading for the Libra Collective, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, really any placement of Libra, but everyone is certainly welcome. We'll use tarot cards, oracle cards. I will share channeled messages that I receive clairaudiently or through my crystal ball. So let's go ahead and dive in. We are currently looking at the energy of the Sagittarius full moon. Now this is happening May 31st. And it's actually going to be a blue moon. So this is going to be a major turning point for you, Libra, because it's not just a full moon, it's a blue moon. It's going to be the second full moon in our month. But that's not actually technically where the definition of a blue moon comes from. That's the modern definition. There's history involved with this. I'm not going to go into all of that, but I guess for our purposes, we'll say it's the second full moon in a month. Okay. It's technically the third full moon out of the 4 in an astronomical season, but we won't get into that here. You can look that up if you'd like. All right. Okay. Let's see, Libra. We'll find out what this full moon is, what just the overall energy, what you don't see coming. We'll look into what we need to release and let go of. How do we get from here to there? Are there any things in our way that we should surrender to? We'll look at what sort of blessings or gifts this full moon, this blue moon, is bringing for us. All right, Libra. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. Now, before this reading, Libra, I always do a meditation, and this one really felt like a rare revolution of some kind. A revolution, or, well, I meant to say revelation, but I feel like it's also a revolution. And the reason I feel this way is because we're combining the energies of a full moon in the fiery Sagittarius energy with with the sun being in Gemini. Okay. And that's so Gemini, sun in Gemini is communications, right? This is about negotiations, relationships, roughly. And the Sagittarius moon is about discovery, right? Freedom, adventure, really knowing yourself and going for it, not letting anything or anyone hold you back in any way. And I think that's what's connecting to this personal issue reaching resolution. I think a lot of you, how interesting, revelation, resolution, revolution. Interesting. Resolution, revolution, revelation. Interesting. Okay. I just all this. There's just such a big energy with this, but I was getting you're so done. You had a reading a few weeks ago about just being really fed up, but hanging in there because a wish is coming true for you. But I just feel like you're done. You're just done taking on other people's emotions, responsibilities, if they're projecting, that sort of thing. I feel like Libra is just ready to, be more free-spirited and just travel lighter. That really makes me think of Sagittarius. So if there's anything that is preventing you from doing that, I feel that's what you're leaving at the door, right? Leaving it all behind. All right, Libra, what do we have? We have confidence is key to your success, new moon in Leo. So, if there's been months of overthinking or lack of clarity, it feels like, or mixed signals, or just waiting and, waiting on somebody. I feel like this is the kind of full moon where you're like, I already know what to do and now I'm actually going to do it. And the confidence is really important here with this though, right? Believe in the impossible. I will tell you that. Believe in the impossible because, hey, blue moons are rare as it is, right? So, hey, once in a blue moon, maybe you will actually get that wish come true exactly as you ordered it, and maybe even better than how you ordered it. Sagittarius energy, very, very honest, right? Blunt. It's not about faking either. This is all about being really genuine. I do want to get these cards out though, the stargazing cards, the stargazing oracle. All the decks I use are down below usually. But blue moon is, once in a lifetime opportunity. The impossible is possible, Libra. And this is something so rare. Okay, this is about being lucky and not missing your chance, Libra. Don't miss this opportunity to work with this energy. Full moon is about blessings, blossoming, celebration, releasing what no longer serves you, and recharging your energy. This is inner work, manifestation, and Libra, letting go of the past and letting go of that baggage. And I'm wondering if we're going to get the Fool card, because I always think of letting go of the baggage when I see our Fool card. Well, let's see what else for Libra, please. Okay, so here's our energy, Libra, right? Love, balance, beauty, independence, indecision sometimes, peacefulness, charm, partnerships. Okay, I'm going to just have that here. Okay, we're kind of at the center of everything, right? And then we are working with lunar energy. So this could be about feelings, moods, cycles, habits, right? Instincts, okay? Just kind of keeping that here. That's why I'm not at all surprised to see a personal issue reaches resolution tied to the full moon and Cancer energy on this card, because that is all about it's something's emotional, whatever's been heavy to you. I also feel like a huge truth could be revealed for you, Libra. Now we have, so then here we have Sagittarius and we have Gemini energy, okay? I wanted to use these so you have the visual and some keywords when we're thinking about, what is this energy that we're actually dealing with? What is it really? Let's break it down, right? Sagittarius is a lucky exploration kind of energy, freedom, open-minded, optimistic, adventurous, traveling. Okay. And it's right underneath that blue moon, right? It's with that blue moon energy. That's what this full moon in Sag is. It's that blue moon in Sag. So this is like double luck. Okay. Doubly lucky. So something could be ultra rare, and something you just don't see or hear of often. And then with Gemini energy, this is about, I feel like you're actually balancing out anything that feels superficial and fake, because we have superficial on this card. But then I feel like with the Sagittarius energy, it's like being kind of bold and kind of blunt, so it's about truth. And Libra, you're all about truth too. A card just fell on the floor, and guess who it was? Okay, I went down and I picked it up. It fell on the floor, picked it up. It is the Fool card, but we're going to put him back in there for now. So Gemini can be about connections, but it can also be about feeling that restlessness, right? And I feel like if there's anything burdening you, anything holding you back, Libra, you are correcting that. You're releasing. And that's what full moons are all about, right? They are about the release. Okay, let's see what I have for Libra. More cards for Libra. Let's just get right into tarot, shall we? Getting into tarot. So we had our first full moon of the month was called the flower moon because it's May. So I put our flower out. I have moonstone here, and then I have our wolves that I usually put out on full moons. So did it a little differently this time. Let's see. What do we have, please, for Libra? For Libra. And Libra, I do have a few important announcements towards the end of the video, if you're interested. Okay, what do we have? So some themes here. Conversations, realizations, I feel. Piece of information could arrive that changes everything. And look at this. You have the Wheel of Destiny here, Wheel of Fortune. Your luck could be changing. And Libra, you're the one actually changing it. You're in that driver's seat. My goodness. You're the one deciding on how to, I am actually getting how to work with a certain energy that's really felt pretty heavy, pretty emotional, pretty actually even off in some way. It's felt kind of like you've had to dance around an issue maybe or something for far too long. What else do we have? That's too many. Didn't feel right. All right, what do we have? I'm getting something here too about hair loss. I wonder if you're dealing with a lot of stress, or even that could be, hormonal, but obviously get things checked out by a medical professional. That is not me. And Libra, only take what resonates with any of my readings. You have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best, so leave all the rest. All right. Oh my gosh. And that Fool really wanted to come out, didn't he? There's that Fool again. All right. I think some of you are letting go of anything that's felt foolish personally. And as I said, with emotions, there's on the bottom there, we have that King of Cups. This is about not getting swept away and that drama, okay? not, you know, and having really good control over your own emotions and realizing you can't control other people, right? They're going to do what they're going to do. And sometimes they're a little messy, right? It's a little messy, those relationships, but Libra, we're not for that, right? What we're doing is we're thinking, we're understanding our intentions, okay? And I think when you have the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Fool, and you're the King of Cups, you yourself, Libra, are speaking up after you've been holding back. That's what the Fool is doing. Because this, a lot of the time, Libra, the Wheel of Fortune, to me, it makes me feel like sometimes with this energy, like, you know, you feel like your wheels have been stuck in mud, like the wheels haven't been turning, like you've been spinning mud. So if you have been, if that's you, if you felt like you're stuck in a rut, not anymore. You're freeing yourself, even if it's scary, even if it's unpopular. You're making a definitive decision. You're speaking up. You're possibly getting some sort of important news. At first, it could feel unsettling because sometimes change can be scary. But Libra, this is about setting you free, and setting you free emotionally, setting you free in all ways. Actually, I feel like that's a huge freedom, and that so goes along with Sagittarius energy, that freedom loving Sagittarius releasing with that full moon. So anything that's making you feel stuck, you are done. You've learned your lesson on something or someone. You have all the information you need, Libra, to make this decision. It's like you're going to be going, I see it now. I think that's what this whole month has been about for you. I think it's been intense. I think you've already had some letting go that you've done while you already when you came to this reading. I really do feel that. So, yeah, I feel like you've learned a lot. There's been some truth telling. You've been honest about your feelings with its King of Cups. I think the truth is surfacing for you. It is. It's a big reveal. And it leads to possibly a revolution in some way. And that's also a resolution because it's long overdue. It's long overdue. So there's a breakthrough though. Gemini energy can kind of make it a little difficult to focus, but Sagittarius is going to help us. Sagittarius is going to help us be more open-minded, even more outspoken. All right. So working with that energy, Libra, we're not going to be spinning our wheels anymore. We're done spinning our wheels. We're ready to shift gears, so to speak. All right. So we're committing to a direction here, and it's based on what feels right, either intuitively or emotionally, right? There's a breakthrough around communication, Libra. This full moon for you, this blue moon in Sagittarius, Libra, this could bring in important calls, messages. You could be feeling you're more visible. So just things, again, you're getting you're talking more. There's more connection here with the Gemini energy. Maybe you're actually connecting with a Gemini or a Sagittarius. But this is also making travel plans. Gemini loves to learn, right? So this is maybe possibly learning. Adaptability. It's really friendly time for that. It's very supportive of that. If something's been up in the air, it's now official. You could be dealing with contracts, paperwork. Something is becoming official or being completed. All right. The blue moon specifically is about, it's going to intensify the energy of the full moon. All right. It will. And it's like the second emotional wave that maybe you'll experience this month. Because again, that moon, emotions, moods, you could have felt like, earlier in the month when we had that flower moon, right? That it was very, I think that was in Scorpio. So that was all about emotions too, and and emotional waters and intuitive abilities and things. And I did a reading on that, but yeah, this is going to be more like realizing what you've outgrown, even in the matter of over the course of the month, Libra. You could be realizing, wow, or having this like sudden need for freedom, having this sudden need to accelerate things. And it's all about authenticity. Big theme for this year for you, Libra, as well as for last year, even, I will say. Any sort of emotional overload, tipping point, pivoting, moving in a new direction. So you could actually already be feeling or have been feeling restless, impatient, But again, I think you had like bells and whistles go off when it came to a certain situation, and now it's very clear. And I think you've had to speak up where you will. All right, so there's like, it's like your future's calling, Libra. Oh my goodness, I say your future's calling, and there's that huge seed of potential, that opportunity, a big fat Ace of Pentacles for Libra. This is prosperity. This is opportunity for you, Libra. Golden opportunity. I love the fact that it's like two wheels now, you know. Like I said, you can have double the luck. Doubly lucky. All right, what else for Libra? So you could be releasing people pleasing, indecision, anything that feels corrupt or anything that has required bravery where you've been kind of scared. I feel like you're releasing that fear. So anything that's been inconsistent or confusing or draining in some way, that's going. Outdated beliefs, gone. Mental exhaustion, see you later. Or hopefully we won't see you later. Anything where you've been scared to say your feelings too, I feel like that's it. I feel like that's also over. Now, Libra, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you are deciding you're going out on your own, right? This is where there's been a lack of teamwork here. You've been working alone as it is, even though you've been part of a group, whether it's in a relationship of, at home, or it's just a personal relationship, or it's a work relationship. There's been this disorganization. There's been this lack of teamwork, and it's like, I feel like you're done with that and you're going out on your own. That Fool card is about you taking that chance and being optimistic, just like that Sagittarius energy that we have with this full moon. What else do we have for Libra? Let's see what could open up for Libra. What are some things that could open up? Well, we could actually focus more on, what are we letting go of? Letting go for Libra. What are we letting go of? Keep us informed on that, please. We know what we've got bringing in. Something we're letting go here. What else are we letting go of, please? For Libra, perfection. Progress is enough, Libra. For a long time now, you've been getting, you don't have to be perfect, but you do need to get started, right? Progress over perfection is key. Release flawless outcomes to allow room for creativity. Things aren't always flawless. Generally, they aren't. Okay, we want to then. We have the inner critic and we have clearing clutter. So simplify your life and challenge any sort of negativity, whether it's the inner critic or coming from outside of you, right? So this is making room for clarity and peace in your space, replacing negative self-talk with positive affirmations. What else for Libra, please? Oh my goodness, you have another ace. So as I said, doubly lucky. Now you have double aces. So you have an Ace of Cups here coming in, Libra. For you, this could be new feelings, a change of heart. This is about you taking care of you, Libra. That's what we're doing here. That new moon we had in Taurus on the 16th? Yes, on the 16th. This one felt very much like taking good care of yourself was so important. And I think there's more of that right now, of you needing to take care of yourself, loving yourself unconditionally, right? We always look outside of ourselves for that, to want to be loved unconditionally. Well, are we loving ourselves unconditionally? That's just a question you may want to consider. What else do we have? What's coming in? What else is coming in with this for Libra? Or advice? So there's a little bit of mystery here. There's a little bit of dark side of the moon. Libra, you've had to face your emotions. You've had to face your feelings about why things came to be too. I do want to point out you have 111 here, which is a big sign of manifestation numerically, because you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10, so that's a 1. And then the aces could be considered ones. So very interesting there. Now, Libra, there's been something kind of icky, mucky that you've had to deal with. Very awkward, uncomfortable. There have been many moments like that this month, I feel like. And look, Libra, what are you doing? You're releasing it. I'm feeling 5 of Wands energy with this card. And it feels like you're releasing that conflict, whether it was inner conflict or, again, inner critic, or things just no longer working together. I feel like that's another thing that's going. And Libra, you standing up for yourself, it will not harm you. That's the message I'm getting right now. It will not harm you. So making sure you are in fact standing up for yourself and sticking to your goals and dreams and wishes. We have the Two of Wands here, Libra. Make a plan. How are you going to make this happen? This is making a decision. You are indeed ready for that next step with the Two of Wands. This is a new direction. This is planning. But some of you may have said, "Oh, I'm not out. I don't want to get out of that comfort zone," But that's why I said, you putting yourself first, you standing up for yourself, you fighting for what's right. You're going to win. You will win with this. Okay. It's like, you're safe, Libra. I want you to know that you're safe. Okay. Here we go. What else do we have? Those are the messages I'm getting. Okay. I read energy. What else do we have? King of Swords. There it is. Mr. King of Clarity himself. All right. And this is also about direction. This is truth, authority, strategic thought, balanced judgment, Libra. Not being afraid to stand out either. When I see the macaws there like that and the color, like maybe you're like, enough's enough. I've got to add something to my life that I love, that means something to me, that I do just for the sheer joy of doing it. The best way for you to work with this energy, Libra, you could journal, because with this Gemini, in Libra, I feel like, and this King of Swords now showing up. Yeah, actually, they almost told me King of Cords. So if there are any cords that need, ties that need to be completed, done, cut, whatever you want to call it, I feel like you're cutting those energetic cords, okay? Because they're just not in alignment anymore. Part of like that Lover's card, Gemini and Major Arcana, right? So I think that journaling could be helpful just to get those thoughts out where you don't have to actually like censor yourself, right? Removing that filter. Clearing mental clutter. Okay, this is all King of Swords energy. Have conversations that you've been avoiding. Speak your intentions, okay? Speak your intentions and choose the path that feels best for you. What feels most expansive, not just safe, right? It's not just about feeling safe. Sagittarius energy is going to reward that courage, that honesty, that movement, that need for freedom. Okay, there's a truth here, Libra. It's going to change everything too. There's powerful revelation arriving for you. And if you've been looking for a sign, I feel like within this reading or elsewhere, even maybe you came to this reading or right after this reading, the fog lifts, you get a sign from the universe. It appears. Okay, and this blue moon is going to bring in that breakthrough for you. You can't ignore something any longer. It has to be addressed, because that's why, oh my goodness, look at that. And there we are, Libra. There's the Queen of Swords. She's clear now. Her head's above the clouds. She's got her sword. She's pointing in a direction. She even has her bird here. And it's like, yeah, she's ready to go. Look at that. She's ready. She's ready to transform. She's got all the butterflies. Yeah. Now let's not get it wrong. Just because she's a Queen of Swords doesn't mean she doesn't have feelings. She does. But she is very, like, in control of her own feelings, kind of like that King of Cups. She can be accused of being cold. You doing what you need to do for you is not cold-hearted or cruel. Okay, that's not. This is head over heart, but it's not just head. It's not just that, but it is total honesty here, especially with the King and Queen of Swords. So you could really be having some difficult conversations that might sting a little. Clarity, truth, movement, liberation, Leah. You're fine, Leah. Maybe your name's Leah, Libra. I feel like you're finally seeing the bigger picture, finally seeing it. And you're not afraid to face it. That's it. That's the difference. Yes, you're seeing it, but you're not afraid to free yourself from whatever has felt dependent, excessive, obsessive. You're restoring control. You're getting your independence back, Libra. That's really important to us. Eight of Wands, that energy is getting unstuck, Libra, unstuck energy. Very supportive of you. Now, you could be getting, as I said, you might be getting notifications, emails, a lot of communication, any communication. It's unstuck. Look at, and there's another one. So now you have 1111 in your reading. Sign of divine timing. You have an accomplishment coming in here, Libra. Look at this. This is because you're bringing it in. You have the Fool card, and then you go to the Magician as far as your major arcana. Those are the only major arcana cards you have. And, oh no, you have the Wheel of Fortune too. So you could even realize or recognize that tens, zeros, ones, any, just those are certain numbers that are popping out. Ones, zeros, otherwise known as tens. But here we have, and also eights, because you had the 8 of wands, and then we have the infinity symbol here on the magician. So 88, hey, this could be a sign of your manifestation coming true. But we need to realize that we have enough to get started, to bring something into reality, right? All the aces are here on the table. Okay. There's something here too, Libra, about if you want to grow it, you can grow it. You absolutely can. Okay. This is about your manifestation, your desires coming true, but through willpower, through focus. All right. Okay. What else for Libra? What else for Libra? Libra, your weekly reading is Sunday morning, usually 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Any of you who are interested, see you there. And I have other announcements. Stay tuned for those. What else do we have for Libra? So we'd like some advice now. Let's get some advice here. Then we'll get angel cards, animal numbers, galactic angel messages. We'll be on our way. All right. Open up to change, Libra. New moon in Aquarius. Open up to change. I'm getting something too here right now about something being televised. So maybe we're going to get some news of a big change, but I'm getting that clairaudiently. And in the crystal ball, I am seeing something about banding, just bands. So maybe you're banding together, or you're in a band, or there are bands in something, like maybe you just purchased a piece of agate or something that has striking banding in it. All right. Let's see what else for Libra in the crystal ball. I'm hearing right now, because I do hear as I'm looking too, so it's like I'm combining clairs here. But there's a new romance for some of you. I don't usually go into that a lot here, but there is one. There's something here, and this is going to stand the test of time because I'm actually seeing an infinity symbol. Wow. Oh my goodness. There's dancing too. What else do we have? Dancing. Okay. What else do we have? That's it for now. Let us know if there's anything else. Here we go. All right, Libra. What else? We have make time for self-love. Libra. Libra's energy here. Last quarter moon in Libra coming through. And what else, Libra? For Libra. Talk less, feel more. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I think we've done that, but last quarter moon in Pisces. All right. I think we've been biting our tongue on certain things, or biting our lip, right? All right, Libra. A lot of us anyway. Unleash your kindest self, Libra. First quarter moon in Capricorn. There it is. And we have go deeper, new moon in Scorpio. Yep. What else? We have work through your feelings, last quarter moon in Aries. Libra, I think you're really determined to get to the bottom of something, or to get to the root cause or the heart of something, so that it can be addressed. I really feel like you're ready for that, and you're going to do it. You're doing it. Some of you have already done that, so that's awesome. All right, let's get more angel number cards. Well, because I talked about numbers, but whoa. 2020, a sign of peace within. Keep calm as you transition into a new life, Libra. Bottom of the deck. Well, there are some ones and eights. Remember I mentioned ones and eights and zeros? So now you have 1818. So a sign of great things to come. You're motivated to achieve more out of life. You also have, because you have the 2 of wands and the 2020, that's 222. So there's some blessings. Oh, look on the bottom, you have 2222. So 2s are coming up strong now. Sign of balance and harmony. Maintain your balance with positivity. That's us, Libra. All right. Galactic angel messages for Libra. If you enjoy this reading, please do like the video, hype, subscribe, leave a comment, become a member. All of those things help. All right. And they're all appreciated, and they're, other than the membership, which is only $3.99 a month, they're all free. So, that's a good way to show gratitude for receiving these messages. It's a good way to kind of claim the blessings that are coming through, right, that I've shared throughout this reading. All right, thanks. So, two ships in the night. A chance encounter will occur with you with the sorry, let me start over. And I almost said London, so I'm getting London, but not just the location. It could be the name of someone. All right, so like two ships in the night, a chance encounter will occur with the one you love. All right, and stargazing. Look above and connect to the light of the universe. Let it replenish your soul. I actually feel like some of you are stargazing with someone that you're interested in, or they're interested in you, because I saw something like that in the crystal ball, but I didn't know what it was yet. It's like you're looking at the night skies together, or maybe you will be. Or maybe you make a wish on a shooting star and then, oh my gosh, it comes in. Okay, and I'm also seeing it's a horse or a donkey, okay? So that makes me think of power and freedom. And hey, we are in the year of that fire horse, right? So if you haven't been feeling that fire horse energy, something could really change with this full moon, blue moon in Sagittarius on May 31st. Please learn to trust in yourself. You can accomplish great things if you choose to believe. And something else, Libra, something may have been clouding your judgment. I am feeling that. What do we have? So pay attention to the animals. So a new animal spirit guide could enter your world. We are going to get animals next, actually. And then, by the way, it says your spirit is ascending to a new vibration. So allow time for what's calling or what's aligning to your frequencies. All else will fade away. All right. For Libra. I'm going to get... Now, this moon is about healing, but I also want to kind of get an animal card kind of for each zodiac sign, not just Libra. So we're going to get, we're going to do that. But first we'll get one for the collective. And first we're going to do the announcements. So the announcements here are that I might change the schedule a little. For now, we will stick to Sunday morning, 10 a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Time, I should say. We're not standard now. We're Eastern Time. So, so we're doing that. And then Tuesdays still, Tuesday morning / early afternoon, we'll be having readings still. But then the Thursday one, based on analytics, I might be changing the day to be Friday instead. So if you have a preference, I'm not saying I can't make everybody happy, right? But just let me know. It would help me decide, honestly, because the Thursday videos, they're not doing as great as I would like. And I think it's, people are kind of, whatever. I won't even speculate, but I might toy around and try Friday. Okay. So we might try Friday videos. And they're actually going to be a little shorter. So like what was on Thursday videos like this one, they're going to be a little shorter than what I've been doing. And they're also going to be, we'll try it maybe on Thursday. And then if that doesn't work, we'll try Friday too. So just letting you know, please be a little flexible with the schedule. So you never miss a video. I think because I am changing schedule around a little bit, you may want to subscribe and turn the bell notification on so you're alerted when I do post a video or a community post or something like that. And plus, if I go live at all, you would actually be notified. Otherwise, you're not going to be notified probably, I'm guessing. Okay, so there's that. And then also, I am not open to personal readings anymore. Not for now, and I don't know if I'll open them again, but for now, no. Some of you that I've done personal readings for, you may have that email that you had received. Please know that I will not be checking that now. So if that was, if you were thinking you were going to reach out via email or something, using that email, I will not be checking that, okay, because I'm not open to readings right now. All right, so without further ado, let's get you your animal cards. And yeah, thanks so much for all of you. Members readings, generally they're weekly. I intend to try to keep them weekly, and they'll either be Sunday evening or Mondays, or it could be another day throughout the week. All right, that's another one where I might, if I'm feeling called to give you a reading, members. It's not necessarily always going to be a follow up to the weekly reading the way it has been. Okay, all right, let's see what do we have here, Libra. All right, so flexibility may be needed. Yeah, what else do we have, Libra? And I appreciate all of you, your kindness and your thoughts and prayers and all that. There is a lot going on right now in my own life. So I'm, there's a lot, but I want you to all know I'm fine, I'm well, and I'm just doing what I need to do. Okay. So to still be able to deliver these videos to you, but also have my own needs met and those of my family. A lot going on in the family, and also this is not my only job now. Okay, I do have another job. So, all right, what else, Libra? Okay, we have Wolf. I love seeing that for the full moon. Libra, you have Wolf, card 45, crown chakra. I'm hearing a phone ring right now, and it's like a. So I don't know if you're the one calling, but I feel like maybe this is a sign to reach out. But this says you're a divine being, so much more majestic than you could ever imagine. Embrace your true greatness. Your leadership power serves many. There we are. And Libra. Now, so we're going to go through the zodiac. So again, please show support of the video if you enjoyed it. We'll go through the zodiac. I think I'll just start with Aries. Libra, you're going to get a bonus card because I'm going to start with Aries and go all the way through to Pisces. All right, and Gemini, it's your season, so you're going to get a bonus card. So if you have Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, etc., you may want to check that out too. So now you can check all your placements. All right, so Aries. Wolverine, card 12, integration, root chakra. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. You're on an important journey of healing and discovery. Don't rush the process. Take the magic of each moment. Fully take in the magic of each moment. Now, it's interesting. We had Wolf. Now we have Wolverine. So I know we have a lot of Aries, like in their big 3 or 4 in this audience. So shout out to my Aries friends. Thank you for your support. Beautiful Aries. And that actually reminds me, the other channel, School Lesson to a Tiff, spelled differently. Again, if you're interested in that channel, keep the notifications on because I'm going to be doing videos there sporadically. It's not on a schedule. Okay. And there could be times where I don't do one for a while. So just, you may want to have those notifications on. And all right, let's see. Skunk. This is, let me do that. So it's for Taurus. You have Skunk, card 18, Taurus, skunk energy. And this is about embracing your creative talents, expressing your true potential personality without holding back. Be bold, courageous, and don't filter yourself. Sacral chakra energy. Gemini, happy birthday, my friends, fellow air signs. Hummingbird, card 51. This is about reprogramming. Soul star chakra. It's time to clear unconscious programs that are holding you back. Connect with your cosmic self to receive a consciousness upgrade. Gemini again. Fox, divine matrix. This is card 40, third eye chakra. It says, don't believe everything you hear in your mind. Detach from fear. Reconnect with your higher truth. Ask for divine guidance. Thanks for being here, Cancer. Woo. Cancerian, armadillo, card 1. Energy protection. This is earth star chakra. This is about, are you feeling sensitive to harsh energies? Remember to shield yourself. Ask your angels to guard and protect you. Trust you're safe. Leo. Scarab, beetle, chaos magic, card 50, soul star chakra. Leo, for you, it says what appears to be falling apart is actually falling into place. New life emerges from seeming chaos. Trust in divine order and timing. Virgo. Crane, card 23, filtering perception. Solar plexus chakra. What you see in the world around you mirrors your perception of yourself, so stop projecting fear and see only love. Libra. Vulture, card 47, DNA doorway, crown chakra. The magic you seek is already within you. Listen to the wisdom of your body. Allow your full potential to come to life. Love you, Libra. Scorpio. Crocodile, card 15, boundaries. Sacral chakra. Be clear about what's important to you. Communicate your boundaries without fear. Don't settle for less than you deserve. All righty. Sagittarius, it's your moon. Card 11, cougar, openness, root chakra. This is being open to all possibilities. Don't limit yourself. Allow yourself to receive the support you need. All right. Capricorn, lion, illumination, card 54, soul star chakra. This is, you're a being of royal majesty. Don't be afraid of your power. Let your divine radiance illuminate the world. Aquarius, Camel, card 53, homecoming, soul star chakra. A long journey is coming to an end. It's time to return to your true home. Celebrate the lessons you learned and receive the well-earned rewards for your perseverance. And Pisces, Swan, becoming, card 29, heart chakra. And this is letting go of what isn't authentic and becoming who you were born to be, letting your true self emerge. That's what I have for you, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. Happy full moon, blue moon in Sagittarius.